We are both survivors. We don't like to use that word survivors, but it is what it is. Survived cancer. She survived a heart issue. So, John, we were talking the other time about possible causes of grief to illness. What's your take on that?
Hi friends of Monica, good evening. My name is Joan. I'm so honored being here today. Yeah, we are survivors, but do not identify us by that word. We are human beings. We are normal people like everyone else. So today we are here to speak about grief. It's a big word, but it's also a small word. Dear viewers, what comes to your mind when you hear the word grief? Most of the times we think grief comes from losing someone. Yes, it does. But have you also realized that when you lose years, it's also grief?
Time.
When you lose time, when you lose something, you also have to get to a place of grieving about the time you lost.
A good past.
Yeah. Grief is broad, though it is something that we rarely speak about in Africa.
Exactly.
Most of the times you are told you have to be strong.
I think it's the one lane that you almost are supposed to walk alone, in my experience, having experienced it in the last 7 years with the loss of my late husband, and then recently last year my brother. It's one place that, you like it or not, you are alone, and society, everybody expects you to deal with it, to move on somehow. How you do it, people don't want to know, or they do not know what to do for you as well. So we are here to kind of unmask this, see what should be done or can be done to help people. And I read somewhere that if it's not processed well, it goes and confuses the body. The body starts bringing up some of these hormones, cortisol and adrenaline, and I think they are either in excess. So the body gets another mixed kind of signal, an alert, and everything eventually multiplies into some form of sickness. Scientists can educate us further. We are lay people in your zone, but we're trying to bring it down to the normal person, trying to understand and know the significance of dealing with grief when it knocks at your door. We are all prone to this. People are mourning the loss of families. Like, some people don't relate well with their families, and then they've lost loved ones, a child, a spouse, a parent, and you don't know what to do with it, and yet society expects you to grieve for a certain period of time and pick yourself up and go. So
are you even supposed to grieve?
in some cases, baby, they don't expect you to grieve. Not that but responsibilities might not even let you grieve.
I think, in quotation, this is Africa. It is normal to lose someone. I've been in circumstances where I've met widows. Remember, this is your husband, you had attachments, you had a lot with this person. And they ask you in Luganda, are you the first person to lose someone?
Snap out of it already, in short.
Like, I lost my dad very many years ago. I don't even remember his face and everything attached to him because I was a child. But on a journey of life, I met someone who became a father in my life, who loved me. I became a presence.
Wow.
Last year, I lost this gentleman to cancer.
Oh dear.
We got sick the same year, same month.
Oh dear.
Last year he passed away. But even before him passing away, he prepared us. He told us things: you need to love, you need to learn how to live without me. You need to take
Was he sick for a long time?
Actually, he had even recovered because I remember him ringing the bell.
Oh dear.
But I think he had fear of starting life.
Oh, there is also that bit now.
Yeah, and it's true because now you're coming back to the world that has moved on without you.
And that is also part of grief, you know.
And remember, he was a
grieving
man.
his past life.
Yeah.
He was well put. He was in charge of things. Then all of a sudden, you're starting from zero. And you do not know how to do that. Wow.
And when this gentleman passed, actually next week, on 13th, that's Father's Day, he makes a year. I didn't know that I had grief for years. Now this time I had to experience the real grief.
Do you think by any chance, like the loss of your real dad, the grieving that probably you didn't have, been underlying, and then this one just came and talked on it?
Yes.
Wow.
Now I was in a place where I had very many questions. Why? This person has been my biggest support system. He had spoiled me in a way that he had given me assurance. When I am around, there's nothing you cannot amount to.
Wow.
I remember him being sick. He was in India, in the hospital. I was also sick, but because of that assurance, that trust,
okay.
I would call him and I'm like, bro, njagala mukeni. But I know this person is sick. Not because I knew he could not give it, but I knew I was in a safe place. And even as I am speaking today, there are days I wake up and I'm like, God, but how am I managing? If this person was here, I wouldn't be going through A, B, C, D. Have I healed? I'm not where I was when he had passed away.
Yeah.
But there are days it comes knocking. Seriously, there are things that happen to me.
It's a process, I think.
It is, and because grief is emotional, it is not something physical. It is not something that you go to the hospital and you tell the doctor, I have fever, I'm feeling A, B, C, D. So they don't see it. That's why most of the times we take it for granted. If you are to go and meet the elder women in their early 60s, 70s, you get a moment of speaking to them, they'll even tell you, I wish my mom is still here. Okay. And imagine this person is old. Why? They didn't get that opportunity of healing.
Exactly.
From that point of what? Of pain. You just have to accept my mother again. She's
and
not
somehow it's like shock. You have to shock yourself into accepting.
Because even you're not even prepared that this person is going. Are we?
I don't even those that are prepared, it also hits them. Like there are people who nurse there for a certain period of time. But once someone is gone, they are gone.
Yeah, you'll never see them.
And you need to deal with the emptiness, the things they should have done, they should have told you, they should have been doing in the past growing up. Family would, I think, use the idea of they wipe the memory of your person basically out. For me, also, I lost my mom when I was 3, but I hardly know anything about her. So I think it worked in a way that everything about her, from pictures, her whatever she owned, was distributed and taken. So my immediate moment was of just going, knowing she's somewhere. Okay, you saw the grave, you don't even know what it means, but you're processing that. And then as you grow, you go to visit somebody. Oh, your mom. But in my mind, she's somebody else. When I look at the pictures, she's not the person I have in my mind. Remember, you're 3 years. You also have a way you see the person. So you realize I can't connect with that. Maybe that was the way of African society dealing with that. Whether it works or avoids effects of grief, I don't know. But I think it was like a momentary solution to the child moving on or someone. But I also think it works for some people and might not work for some other people. There are people who need to have contact with their past to heal, to accept. Then I don't know whether that immediate thing of detaching, even in faith, they're like cut off, they're your enemies, I don't get that sometimes. I don't know whether you've heard that.
Yeah, we the things are real, they're common.
So I also don't know, it comes from a good space, but I think everyone is just trying to deal with grief and the effects of grief. what works for who and doesn't, I don't know. And takes me back to that space of saying grief is one solo place for everybody.
It's lonely. It's a desert.
Yes.
It is a desert where you just, I think why it's you and God alone.
Yeah.
Because most of the times, the people outside here do not understand what is in your mind. They don't understand the emotions that you're carrying. And then it makes it harder if you have children, because you have to be strong for these kids.
You actually abandon the whole thing and start moving. How you're moving, you go with the flow, because you want to be the strong one. You want to be, a child can't see their mommy broken. They will break and everything will be a mess. So now the mommy has to find a way from wherever to be the superwoman, but inside the body starts interpreting things in its own way, and before you know it, someone is sick. Get into a community, have a close friend you can talk to, and someone that will not try to fix you, will not try to show you how you should live or how you should grieve or what you should be saying and doing and whatever. Someone who will let you be you. If you want to cry all day, scream, they let you scream, because it's in your system and it needs to get out. Having a faith-based community, I think, is a good help, because the churchy environment or any faith that you're in will somehow take your mind off. You're praying, you're releasing, you're talking, then you meet other people like that, and also the services of a counselor.
Though I think therapy is very expensive in our country. It is not something that is known by everyone, but as a person, because the more we hold on these emotions, there's a place we get to having post-traumatic stress disorder. I have been there. It's something I don't wish anyone to go through. That space is very chaotic, very bad. When you get to a place where you need drugs to sleep, you get to a place where you have illusions, because you're carrying a lot of trauma.
The body can't take it. So it's actually, it's like beeping. I need attention. Something is wrong. So those are the symptoms of that.
And if there was a way, I wish our government had a way. I think it would have made therapy
It should be among the essential
free, because
services given to people.
Everyone in
because
this country,
I think Ugandans are really vomiting, like they say. Ugandans are going through a lot. Ugandans are some of the people that I know that are really enterprising. They're creative. Ugandans have done
very
businesses.
Happy.
They've done businesses. They try, they fail, they try. So there's grief in that space. Someone did some idea, some business, got a loan and it failed. Picked another one, it failed. There is grief in that place.
I'll give an example. Very many shops have been broken. Do you know the pain those people are carrying?
Yeah.
Do you know the questions they have? Do you know how they are mad at God? They are so mad.
Yeah.
There are stages we get to in life where you're asking God, why me? Why me? Every one of us gets to that place of breaking down, of asking God, why me?
Yeah.
And most of these people have children. There's a place you get to where you feel like now death is the only solution. Because why? In Luganda bagamba afudde tebamubanja. When I die, abaloni tebagenda kumanja. They know the person has what? Has left. So most of our times, grief is something very broad. It's something very big. It is something that we really need to pay attention to. Because the biggest number of us are going through pain. Because it is not shown. It is not physical. It is not something that it comes on your face and it's easily read.
And
it stays within.
It will take its time to sow whatever it's sowing in your body if it's not addressed. The only way that it can be addressed is get out of your zone, get out of your pain and seek help. Seek help in areas we have said, through friends, an elder in society that you value their opinion, and in the church community, the faith community, then the counseling arena. If you're able to get those services, that would be very nice. I think actually I would recommend counseling straight away.
I think even church, please quote me right. I'm a Christian, I love God, but things concerning emotions with church are no good, because there's a place we get to. I'll give an example of myself. Last year, I started on going through a very bad season emotionally. I think it was grief. I was grieving the years I've spent in the hospital rooms. When I say grieving, I don't mean that I was not grateful. I was so grateful. But there is a reality that kicks in, that now you're coming back. Everyone you knew has moved on. Everything you knew has moved on. Everyone sees you as a liability, and that's the truth. Because if you are someone who has been with chronic illnesses, people feel like we are too sensitive.
Anytime.
We cannot do anything. This is grief, and it's the reality. So you come back to a place where you need to seek jobs. No muntu aba akumanyi that, hey, Joanne is a chef, she can bake. Can they even give you work? No. They'll go somewhere else, get cakes, bring them for you to taste. Why? They feel like you cannot.
You're fragile.
Fragile. You get it? Mentally, it tortures me. When we go to church, most of our spiritual leaders feel like we're not grateful. We don't have faith. But I want to tell you something. There's no one that has faith as someone who is on their deathbed.
Yeah.
We lived a life of faith. We walked a life of faith. We did things that were extraordinary because we had faith. But there's a season you get to when the reality kicks in. I am coming back to this world, but where am I starting from? Who am I calling? Because even the people that know you well will never give you support. And
you can't also blame them. Probably they don't know what to do with you.
Yeah.
And they almost feel like you're not the same, you're another person. There's a time I used to meet in the early years when my husband died. You would see someone of your past, like your friend or somebody that knew you people. If they've seen you before you see them, panic. When it happened to me the first time, I was like, okay, that's funny. So when I would see you before you've seen me, I also look at you like a stranger named Peter Wo, because I was like, let me help us. Of course, people eventually, oh, Monica, I'm like, oh, sorry, I hadn't seen you. But I had to shield myself. So, because you're excited, then someone is like, oh, God. You literally see someone, yes, trying to run away. Then there's some that I saw and I'm like, come on, guys. I am Monica. I'm not dead. I am not dead. I'm alive.
Yeah, I am a normal person.
Like, you have to remind them, it's me. The other one was somebody else. He died, but I am here. Can you treat me as me? You know? So I don't even blame people. Some people have never met death. There are few people in the world that haven't met like profound death in their lives. They've not lost like a family member close, or if they did, they were not close. You know, there are some special cases, maybe a friend but a distant friend, like they've not felt the thing within their space. So sometimes they don't even know what to tell you.
Yes.
They feel when they get to you, you're going to cry or you're going to get emotional, whatever. So I don't have beef on lips. It's actually funny for me sometimes.
No, we are just speaking about the reality. We don't hate anyone.
Yeah.
But this is what is happening in our everyday to day life, because this is raw. Yeah. We are speaking about the reality of life. It's what is happening.
Yeah.
You know, you just wake up one day, you go to your spiritual leader and you're like, A, B, C, D is happening. I need help. And this person will look into your eyes and they're like, Joanne, with everything the Lord has taken you through, you don't have faith. Bro, it doesn't mean that I don't have faith. I have a lot of faith, a lot. But there is a season in life where I just want to hear someone telling me that, okay, it is okay not to be strong.
Yes, people always want you to, they push you to the limit. And also it's okay to crumble. Sometimes we just want a listening ear.
Yes.
And also Bambi, like let's say for the spiritual leader, if they've not interfaced with someone like in your situation, they might not know what to do. But he will not be able to tell you that I don't know what to do. So they pick another route, you get me? And it again takes you to the other space of being solo, that the chunk is actually by you. The rest will come later. Nebakusanganga you have ogenze, but it's not in bad faith. That is one place that I'm very sure each and every one of us has to kind of go solo. So we are here just to equip people, because for me, I believe when we get through experiences, they should make us useful to people, should make other people lighter. And one of the things that inspired this video together, recently it was the first anniversary as well of my brother. Incidentally, he died in the same month with your dad. So we got talking, and in my head I'm like, okay, I was assessing how did I do in regard to the first death experience and this one, because my brother was really really tight.
Attachment.
Yeah. So I was assessing myself, how did I do? You know, you're trying the other time, this happened this time. So I'm like, okay, in tribute to him, since this is the month, why don't we talk about something useful out of this memory, you know? And that's how we began talking about grief as a cause of chronic illness, since we are in this space of healing.
Yeah.
I am trying to be a mouthpiece about cancer in particular, and she's generally about general healing, and she has a special place in the cancer world as well. So we want to suggest what we think is good or what helped us, and make people know of indicators in their lives of where they will know that I think I need to seek help. Because no one will know that you need help apart from someone probably who has been there. And even if they've been there, they might not have the time to look you up all the time. So it is you to see that when we went to say,
I'm breaking.
I'm
breaking.
Let me go, and you know,
yeah,
we can find ourselves and have a cry party if we need to.
By the way, it's really the truth is we need to do that.
That one is important.
We need to cry.
Yes, because I used to tell some people that mango one, like you want to, you know, you want a reason to cry. You get me? Now me and my mom, you're with kids.
And you can't show them.
Yes, because when they see you enjoyed, and then you're like, I just need space. And then when you finally get the space, sometimes they need you. You get me? So when you're together with like-minded people experiencing similar things, people that understand where you are and what you're going through, you will not even plan that cry party like we're talking about.
It just happens.
It will just reach, and it's time for release.
Down,
and everyone we go home happy, and you know, so that one has got a new mileage for the next, I don't know how long.
Should I arrange cry party?
I think that one is your area, because I had an experience with you. I didn't expect myself to go.
I am so good at that.
Yes. So please, anybody in need of some serious crying, right here. Yeah, so please seek help. This video, we're laughing about it, but life is life. We all will die one day. We all lose people. We are still going to lose people. But can we go through the experiences in a healthier way? You know, I think we have to build muscle. Yeah. Muscle, because grief is, I all know it in terms of death. You know, there are deaths of so many things, deaths of relationships, deaths of, you know, many things. So we need to find a way of helping ourselves, helping the future generation also to manage, because these are the things that are causing people to find themselves in butabika, abamuzivako, like ngatobitegera. Then also, if you're not going to have the chronic bit, there's anxiety, there's depression, there's, so we should look out for the signs of such things.
Leave alone the affairs, even there you're far. Have you met someone who's very bitter? They have rage. Because within them,
they are worrying.
They have unresolved conflict, unresolved pain. Kakati, when you speak about anything small, it triggers.
Ignites everything.
We're living in a world of social media, but we are also living in a world that is very broken.
And also social media has a way of masking the truth.
Of portraying what we are carrying within us.
So number one, people should be real with themselves. When you think mukati, do not let yourself go until you're irreversible. It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to talk about your feelings, because Tuvamo African tradition where you're almost not supposed to talk about your feelings.
Especially men. May is a month of mental health for men. As a man, you don't have to be so strong like Goliath winning. You don't. There's a place where you need to get assistance. You don't have to go through life like portraying this strength, Jotaina.
Be vulnerable.
Most men are not vulnerable. They have a lot of ego, they have a lot of pride. Omusajja takava.
Even when he's lost a wife. That's why they say abasajja jukira yafiridwa yenna nnyini and then he has to oversee the funeral, he has to do everyone ayita, and then all of a sudden, of course, he'll break down momentarily, then he has to act up. Until everything happens and everybody goes. 2 years down the road, guy is dead. I've seen the statistics show men not last a long time after losing a significant, better half. So it is okay to cry. Me, if I found a man crying, that is okay. That is normal. That is fine. You actually know that this person is intentional about their health, about themselves.
Recently, yesterday I was telling a friend, I think we need to get to a place or someone has to create a shop where we just go and pay and get long hugs.
Wow, that's a good business idea. I love hugging. I love hugging.
I feel like, for example, men are going through a lot of pain, but they're not allowed to speak, they're not allowed to share. They are not allowed to be vulnerable. Men, please reach out. Find a safe space. Find a space where you can be yourself. It's not worthy to be strong, because why do we get in being strong?
Because eventually they crumble and then everything falls down. But even women, because now we have these mighty women.
The alpha women.
We have mighty women, not even just the alpha. Someone is successful, society sees you So it can be hard sometimes for such people to show their vulnerable side, But also, let's even stop talking about the victim. Can we talk about the other side? Because we have all been in that side. A friend has lost someone, it's not you. How are you supposed to be there for them? Because it starts from there. If you're there for them in a certain way that helps them come out of it, you have done something. Because today it's them, tomorrow it can be you. But you find when on the other side, other people are instead the ones shoving you down. You're the unlucky one. We need to sit down. You get it? You're sick. Anybody can fall sick, but all of a sudden there is stigma.
Please don't speak about stigma. That is for another day. You people, you're not our friends. After you people are very good at body shaming us. You people, the scars we are carrying on our bodies are testament that God heals. No one goes to that theater and comes back. Stop body shaming us,
so,
you people.
This is to appeal to you people as well. Like, we are all human beings.
Yes.
And anyone can be in this space. So I know it's new. By the time someone does that, Nayo Manyant is their first time, probably. Or they're just evil, I don't know. but chobomanya at any time anything can happen to anyone. So you should be in this spot of like, what would I want?
Yes,
how would I want
to
people to relate to me? Like I gave that example earlier of Panya, like you can't kufirwa, you know.
It is. I feel like it's even like
childish.
Can I tell you, people? Most of the chronic illnesses that are happening today start with a small cough. Like you have cough and flu, the next minute you're hearing they're telling you have cancer. It is something that can happen.
Actually, cancer is one of the most patient illnesses in this world.
Because it stays in the body and it does not show the signs.
Yes. I heard somewhere now, not even to scare people, cervical cancer is the most patient disease on earth. Your interface, the first one, can have happened 25 years ago. That's why they tell us gender every 3 years and do that smear test. So, yes, I might be sick now. Now incubation stage, you get?
No, and this body, because today you have that, you call it nyash. Today it's there. The next day it can slip around this. So I feel like one thing that we have to do, let's be kind to one another, because we don't know what everyone is going through. We don't know what every one of us is carrying. The world is going through a lot. Everyone that you meet on the road is going through a lot. It costs nothing being kind to someone.
As a way of life.
Nothing for you to find someone and you ask them, are you okay?
And do you need someone to talk to? And it's just routine. How are you? I'm fine.
Auntie, Twaiga, I'm fine. Nina, I've learned. You ask me how I want to eat.
Exactly.
Yes, I want to eat.
And you notice that when you say it, someone kind of stops because to use the answer is fine.
Yeah, every time.
Oh, okay. You see? And it actually has results. When you tell someone that this is what's happening, rarely will they ignore you. Rarely will they think you're not serious.
Why do you have to say all the time that I am fine when you know within you you're not okay? You're not okay. You're draining. Ogwawo. Yes,
I want to appeal to all of us to just be there for each other, for anybody.
A sister's keeper.
Yes, because now therapy, if there is a way it can be made as available to everybody on the basic level, that would be very nice. But on top of that, we can just teach each other therapy. We are in the technology era. You can start on your own, you know. If you don't have the natural way of just being kind, there are many videos they can show you how do you be kind to someone. How do you deal with that? Even the person that's going through grief. Do research if you're too shy to come out to somebody. Do yourself therapy. I think that's possible also.
ChatGPT, our unpaid therapist.
I'm not going to talk so much on it.
Our unpaid therapist.
It also has its framework.
You know how ChatGPT can tell you, I know you're very emotional.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
I am so sorry you're feeling that way.
I know, but it can't replace a human being.
I understand.
Yeah, but don't again make it like the Kamarabiona, like it
because even you can get addicted.
Yes, because it's not a human. You need a human touch. That's why we are humans. So find a way of getting healthy help. I think is what I can say. But before we get to that, can we be the healthy help other people need?
It starts from you.
It starts from here because anytime it could be you needing that help.
And you cannot give what you don't have. You cannot tell me you love me if you don't love yourself.
Exactly.
Everything that we want to offer out starts from with us. It starts from within. If you want to show the world kindness, be kind to yourself.
It always begins at home.
If you want to show the kind love, first love yourself. One of the greatest commandments that Christ left us was love your neighbor as you love yourself. What does it mean? Love yourself enough to love someone else so that in case it backfires, you don't get hurt. One of the reasons as to why we get so hurt, we get very disappointed, is because we put in a lot of expectations, especially if you are a girl who went through abandonment growing up. You didn't get attachment, emotional attachment. As an adult, you deal with a lot of people pleasing.
I think it's even boys.
Yeah.
I don't think it's just on girls. Everybody at some point needs needs love, needs belonging, needs safety. So even a boy child, even if they lost or the parent wasn't in their lives for whatever reason, I think they're also affected in some way. So basically, let's just be human.
Let's be kind. It costs nothing. You asking someone, do you need a meal? When you have a lot, it costs nothing. You telling someone, are you okay? Are you okay?
You become a nagging, are you okay?
Can I tell you something that I have learned on my journey of recovery? The biggest number of people who are dying from chronic illnesses, most of them are not even dying because it is time for death. They are dying.
Abandonment.
Yes. Why? When we are going through that season of chronic illnesses, the biggest number of people around us are concerned about the finances.
Which is legit also.
Yes, and the treatment. They don't know about your emotions. They don't know about your mental health. So you get to a place where everyone is there but you are alone. Everyone is there but you don't see them. Why? There's a place we get to in life where these people don't understand what you're feeling.
The actual issue actually is the mind. When someone is sick, the whole thing starts and ends with the mind. Because I have a feeling we have power to switch. Once your mind is switched, the body follows suit.
And it also starts from, I think, in a place of preparation. You know, most of these people, I'll give an example. The people who come from very far, deep in the villages. They don't know how to read, they don't know how to write, they don't know anything. So their first time of coming to Kampala, Agukide Cancer Institute. The first thing you see,
tests are going
tests, like everything is scary. It's like a movie. Then what comes to your mind? The people around us. Cancer. Every time you hear such words in your brain, you're like,
sentence.
I am going. So even the people that usually are around us try to create something positive. Usually I tell my friends that let's make lemonade.
Out of the lemon.
Let's make something positive out of that pain. Can I tell you a story? Me in 2022, my doctor gave me a report. I was somewhere that I had 2 months to live. Do you know what I did? I went to school.
You began a course?
Could I study? But I told my brain that kakati, it's time. Some. I went to that school not to study, but I just wanted to switch the environment. I just wanted to be somewhere else. I would go to that class and I sleep. But the best thing I loved in that class, there was food. I would not eat, but I loved seeing people happy. I'd be there. Munange my 2 months elapsed. Chinga wendi ne kakati.
The doctor neyewunya.
The doctor neyewunya omulala nampa weeks 2. In those 2 weeks, I went even to Chef Michael's school and I scarecrow.
We went where? To that school?
Yeah, I went to another school. Why? I wanted to switch my mind.
Were you actively sick? Like visibly sick at that time?
Yes, everyone who looked at me, I was looking at a scarecrow.
But you had the energy.
I didn't have any energy because now I had heart failure. With the heart, 2/7, you're tired. You're fainting, you're what? But I just went because I wanted to switch my brain from what I was going through.
And you see now you saw food. We can all attest to what food does. Just seeing people eating food, happy. That's the
But
healing.
most of the times, abantu bano betwana baba radde. Like you leave someone in bed 2/7, they don't move out, they don't see the sunlight, they don't. Healing starts with the mind. When you tell this mind that I am going to recover, it is going to work by force. The Bible speaks. I'm sorry, I am a Bible reader.
It's well.
A Bible speaks to that there is power beneath
The
life
tongue
and death.
is in the tongue.
What do you speak about yourself, even in the season of grief? I know of
Sickness,
someone
grief,
who told
happiness.
me that my husband kagenze, I won't manage, and the truth is she didn't, because that's what she spoke. I cannot stay without my husband. I cannot be here without. There's power. What do you speak? Even in our day-to-day life, what affirmations do you speak to yourself? Yes, the season of life that we are in is hard. There's a lot that is happening, a lot is failing, but what do you speak to yourself? Woba oli eyo lero bakugambye your body is failing. Yes, before the doctors it is, but the doctors are not the overall they are not the final say, they are not. Can you just wake up every day and say my body is functioning the way God
Talk to your
created?
body. My
Like,
body, you
speak,
are functioning
speak.
well.
I am here today not because I am fully recovered, but when you find me today, I don't look like the things I am going through. No, I tell my body every day, we are going to a new
Season.
we are moving towards something better. Why? Everyone that is watching us here today, you have a purpose to fulfill.
Yeah.
You have a life to save. There is someone out there that you're going to speak to, and your words are going to be, the beginning of a new chapter in their lives. So let's be kind to one another. Let's love one another. When I speak of love, I speak the agape love of Christ. Love without expecting anything in return. Not this love where you give me, I give you. No. That's not what the love of Christ is all about.
We have talked about quite a number of things.
Yes.
In there, but just to illustrate how far grief can reach actually. Us giving these examples was not just to tell you like what's happening in our lives, to just give you how far grief can actually reach.
Yeah.
And for you to be able to see indicators of grief and what you need to do about it. Please like our pages, subscribe, continue following, share, and tell us any other ways that one can cope with grief that you have used or seen or heard from somewhere. And we shall be back with more series about moving this journey.
Thank
We love you.
We love you.